Good morning, students. Today I will teach you addition of integers, subtraction of integers, and successor and predecessor of a integer, and some properties of addition of integers. Okay, so first we will see addition of integers. Here we have three parts: addition of two positive integers, addition of two negative integers, addition of a positive and a negative integer. Okay. In addition of integers, we have three parts. First one is addition of two positive integers. If we have two positive integers, how to add them? We know that one. Directly you can add this one, right? In any number you can take. See here, I have taken here 2 plus 5, that equal to 7. So if we take 20 plus 35, these two are positive numbers only. This before nothing is there means plus is there. So this is one positive integer, this is another positive integer. If you add these two positive integers, it will become 55. Addition of two negative integers. If we have two negative integers, if we have negative sign for both the integers, then what to do? See this one. So here I will take a little small example. Again 12 minus 12 minus 13. Here I am taking minus 12 minus 13. How to add this one? Simple thing. Just take the minus out first. So if we have taken minus out, it will become plus 12. So the sign will be plus 12, and here also the sign will be plus 13. Minus I have taken outside. So maintain the minus outside only. First add these two, 12 plus 13. How much 12 plus 13 here? 25. Now apply the minus again, remove the bracket, it will become minus 25. This is your answer. Understood? So how to do addition of two negative integers means like this. Okay. Now see addition of a positive and a negative integer. If we have one positive, one negative integer, again same I am taking. So plus 12 minus 13. Here I have these two, one positive, one negative. That time what to do? So how to do this one? For adding a positive and a negative integer, we find the difference between the numerical values and give it the sign of the integer with the greater numerical value. So whatever the sign of the greater numerical greater number have. So what is in both of these two? What is the bigger one here? 13. So as usual we do the process of subtraction. Okay. So 13 minus 12 will become 1. And what is the bigger number sign here? Minus. So the sign will be that one. Minus will be the sign here. So as usual, here what we have to do, as usual subtraction we do first. Okay, that means adding of positive and negative integer we do. After that, the result, for the result, what is the sign will be means the bigger number sign will be the sign for the result. Understood? Now see. So we have seen addition part. Now we will see subtraction of integers. Okay, suppose if I take a minus b. Okay, so here I am doing subtraction. So I will write it as a plus of minus b. Then we call this one as additive inverse of b. What is that one? Additive inverse of b. Okay, minus b is additive inverse of b. Suppose additive inverse of minus b means b. So additive inverse of minus b means. So instead of this one, we can write it as a plus additive inverse of b. So in place of minus b, we can write it as additive inverse of b. Additive inverse of b means minus b. Additive inverse of minus b means b. Just opposite. See this one. Minus b is b. So just opposite, quite opposite. Okay. Additive inverse of b is minus b. Additive inverse of minus b is b. Understood? How to do? Yes. Now we will see a successor and predecessor. Now see successor of an integer. successor of an integer means the next number. Okay, the next number of the given integer. That means we have to add plus 1 to the given number. Now see here, successor of a is a plus 1. Okay, successor of a means a plus 1. Okay, successor of, for example, see this one, successor of 5 is, we have to add plus 1 to the given number. 5 plus 1, it will become 6. Successor of 999 is 999 plus 1. So that equal to 1000. And now see, so have you understood this one? Successor of a is the next number. That means you have to add plus 1 to the given number. Okay. Predecessor of an integer. Predecessor of an integer means always you have to subtract 1 from the given number. Okay. Predecessor of a. See. A is a minus 1. So always you have to subtract 1 from the given number. Successor means you have to add plus 1. Predecessor means you have to subtract minus 1. You have to subtract 1. That is, you have to do minus 1. Okay. So another example, see here. Predecessor of 1000. What will be this one? 1000 minus 1. What you get here? 999. Once you observe this example also, successor of 999 is 1000 and predecessor of 1000 is the before number, that is 999. Okay, now predecessor of 1000 is 999. Understood? Yes. So now properties of addition of integers. Okay. So in the previous class, that is in the previous year, that is in your 6th class, properties of addition of whole numbers you have learned, and properties of subtraction of whole numbers also you have seen. But in that textbook also it is there, properties of addition of integers, but it is very necessary to learn in this class. Okay, properties of addition of integers. As usual, we have in the whole numbers. Here also we have same properties, that is closure property. Addition is commutative, addition is associative, existence of additive identity, existence of additive inverse. These are the 5 properties are there. So see, for first one, closure property. What is that one? Closure property means if a and b are integers, then a plus b also an integer. See, if a and b are integer, if a and b are integers, then a plus b also an integer. So this is the property. This is the property, that is closure property. What it is saying? If a and b are integers, then a plus b also an integer. For example, see, any integer you can take, minus 5 plus 4. These are a and b, and the sum is minus 1. This is also an integer. That's what saying, any 2 integers if you take and you add them, you will get again integer only. Whether it is positive or negative, both are integers. 0 also an integer. So nothing, there is no problem. Okay. So mathematically, as a notation, how to write means, so then a belongs to I. I means it is a symbol of integers. Okay. Integers, how to show means with the symbol I. Whole numbers is W, natural numbers is N, and this integers is I or Z. I or Z. Okay. A belongs to I, B belongs to I, then A plus B belongs to I only. That is integers only. Understood? Now see, addition is commutative. Addition is second property. Addition is commutative. Addition is commutative. How means? If a and b are integers, then a plus b equal to b plus a. Simple one. If a and b are integers, a plus b equal to b plus a. Okay, then a plus b equal to b plus a. Up to this we have seen that is closure property. and a plus b is equal to b plus c. If you interchange the numbers also, if you interchange the numbers and then you add them, that time also you will get the same answer. For example, see, I am taking 5 plus 3 numbers, 5 comma 3 are integers. Then, so according to our formula, a plus b equal to b plus a. So what is that one? 5 plus 3 equal to 3 plus 5. Now what is the answer of this one? 8. What is this one here? 8. Both are same only. That's what in the property they are saying. Addition is commutative. Commutative means both sides are equal. A plus b equal to b plus a. Understood? Now addition is associative. The third one is addition is associative. What is this one? So addition is associative. Here in this one, addition is commutative means we have taken 2 integers, right? Now we will check with 3 integers. If a, b and c are integers, if a, b and c are integers, then a plus b plus c. If we add first 2 numbers and then a plus b plus c. After that, if you add the last 2 numbers. First, if you add the first 2 numbers and then the next one, if you add the last 2 numbers, that time whatever you get the result is, that is equal to the first one. See with one example here. So, I will take 5, 3, 2. Okay. So, 3 integers I have taken here. First, I will add 5 plus 3. And with this result, I will add plus 2, c. Okay. As a, b, c. I have taken a, b, c as 5, 3, 2. 3 integers I have taken here. So, first one is completed. Now, again see this one. In place of a, what is the number I have taken here? 5. Plus, in place of b and c, I have what I have taken here? 3 and 2. So, 3 plus 2. Now, I am adding b plus 2. What is the result here? 5 plus, in the brackets, what is that one? 3 plus 2 is 5. And in the lastly, what you got here? 5 plus 5? 10. Now see here, 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is how much? 8. 8 plus here 2 as it is. Now 8 plus 2 equal to 10. Both are equal only. That is, addition is associative. If a, b and c are integers, that a plus b, if we add first and then if we add plus c, that is equal to the a plus b plus c. If you first add b plus c and then a will be added to that one, that time also you will get the same result. Understood? Now the next one, existence of additive identity. Here 0 is the additive identity. 0 is the additive identity. Why? Because additive identity. Why? Because if you add 0 to any number, you will get that number only. Okay. For every integer a plus 0 equal to 0 plus a equal to a only. You will get that integer only, irrespective of the sign. If you take, for example, so if you take minus 2 plus 0, 0 plus of minus 2, you will get minus 2 only. Or if you take positive number 3 plus 0 equal to 0 plus 3, you will get 3 only. You will get that integer only. Understood? Now see, existence of additive inverse. Now we have seen existence of additive identity. Next we will see existence of additive inverse. Last one, additive inverse. Existence of additive inverse. What is the meaning of this one? That means, so for every integer a, if you add to this one minus a, additive inverse, I have explained before, right? While explaining subtraction, additive inverse of a will be minus a. Or if you add minus a plus a, you will get 0. Right? You will get 0. And a minus a are called the additive inverse of each other. Understood? I have explained before only. Additive inverse of a will be minus a. Additive inverse of minus a will be a. Vice versa. Just opposite. So, these are additive inverse of each other. A minus a are additive inverse of each other. A minus a. A comma minus a are additive inverse of each other. Additive Inverse of each other. Understood? Okay. So two more results are there. See here, I will explain here. See this one. In addition to these rules here, these properties, another one is there. What is that one means? If A greater than B, if among the given two integers A is greater than B, if we add another number to this side, C, I am adding C here, A plus C greater than, on this side also I am adding plus C. Okay? See. So if A greater than B, if we add the same number on both sides, the result will not change. That means the greater than symbol will be greater than only. Another one is there. If A greater than B, if you subtract any number on both sides, the same number on both sides, A minus B greater than B minus C. See here. A minus B, A minus C greater than B minus C. So the sign will change here. Greater than will not be there. This will become less than. Okay, sign will change. If you subtract any number on both sides, your sign will change. Greater than will become less than. Understood? Greater than will become less than. It will applicable for all integers A, B, C. Any integer you can take. These two rules will be applicable. So in place of A, B, C, if you take any three integers, these two rules are applicable for all integers. Understood? Integers. Okay.